Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Mob Psycho 100, Season 1, Episode 5, called Ochimusha, Psychic Powers and Me.
Without being familiar with this style and story anime, I think we met maybe one of the main protagonists.
Or antagonists?
That's what I meant. I meant antagonist.
Oh my god.
Somebody with psychic powers like Mob, who
Teru
uses them for kind of his own advancement.
uses them against people, which is against Mob's code
Yeah.
that he's created for himself.
And I'm curious to see if the little ghost on his shoulder is more in tune with Teru.
Dimple.
If Dimple goes over and wants to possess Teru because he's more willing to do harm to humans.
I'm willing to bet that Mob is significantly stronger than Teru, so Dimple will stay with Mob to try to siphon off his powers.
Fair enough. I'm curious to see how this showdown goes. Mob is very black and white, so I can't see him falling into or agreeing with anything that Teru does. I'm curious to see if he would defend himself against a human who has powers. I think that this interaction will be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to this episode.
I hope that this part of the storyline continues.
Yeah.
Like, I want to learn more about this. Like, don't introduce Teru to me and then make me wait for like 6 episodes, you know? Like, let's keep this rolling because I need to know more.
Or have him be only part of one episode.
Yeah.
I want some kind of story to follow. Yeah, I definitely got more into the last 2 episodes than I did the first 2, and I'm hoping it kind of progresses that way. And lots of people have said, you know, the first is a little wild and then it gets better. So yeah, we'll see where it goes.
Let's find out. Mob Psycho 100, Episode 5 is coming right now.
Black vinegar.
Okay, perfect, yes.
You thought you were special. Who's stronger?
It only went up 2. How does he only go up 2 with that?
He's not concerned about this. Mob's just chilling.
This guy is like a skittish cat.
I can do nothing and show him that I'm boss.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Is that his dad?
足が速い人、歌が上手い人、勉強ができる人、話が面白い人、超能力を使える人、これらに優劣などつけられるか。力に自信を持つのはいいが、おごってはいかんぞ。俺たちの力は使い方次第で凶器にもなる。刃物と同じだ。刃物でやっちゃいけないことといえばなんだ。
Stab people.
人に向ける？よくわかってんじゃねえか。肝に銘じておけ。それが特別な力を持つ。
It was Reagan? Ah.
Okay, does Reagan actually believe he has powers?
I think he does.
His stock has gone up a little bit in my book, given that he's teaching him like a moral code for using his power. But I don't understand, how did they get connected? How, like, what is the dynamic of that relationship? It's not all bad.
But sometimes I'm like, okay, he knows that he has no powers, but then other times I'm like, no, he's really convinced he does.
It's a little strange.
I thought it was his dad for sure.
I did too.
Oh.
I did too.
But I'm also like, why do we need to establish any type of hierarchy here when nothing is happening? Like, we literally just met each other.
That's how the schoolyard bullies go. He needs to know he's in charge. He's always been the strongest person. He's always had something nobody has. He is freaking out right now that he is not special.
Everyone's special, Dash. Which is another way of saying no one is.
I feel like I would be completely like Mob in this and just be like, okay, go run around.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Go try to hit me with stuff. Like, I don't care.
I'm curious if Mob can innately tell he's stronger.
Maybe. But I also love how Moab has such a strong moral fiber.
That's not shocking.
I'm pretty predictable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. So that's the best you've got, is what you're saying. Yo. Is this Light Yagami again?
Nice.
なあ坊や、今回は引き分けで納得してくれねえか。
断る。あんな奴と引き分けなんて僕の人生の汚点になる。
こっちとしても茂雄をここで壊されるわけにはいかねえんだわ。反撃の意志がないからこのままじゃ負ける。そりゃ困る。茂雄に霊力のほとんどを消されて今は残りかすみたいなもんだが、それでも埋もれたガキ一匹教育するぐらいわけねえと思うぜ。茂雄は神になれる男だ。てめえみたいな人間を相手にして。
He started to like Dimple.
Yeah. He's gone?
Is he good?
No, I like Dimple.
超能力を磨け。つぼみちゃんか、いいケツしてんじゃん。誰がテントウムシだこら。お前の師匠入院させてやろうか。俺様がお前を人気者にしてやるや。な、投資のやり方教えてほしいか。俺様も知らねえよ。とスケベめ。
He's like the bad uncle.
試しに体を乗っ取らせてくれねえか。
どうした？ペットを消されたのがそんなにショックか？そうでもない。まあそうだろうな。元から何の意味もない存在だからな。
He was his friend, maybe.
それはお前も同じだかな。僕の前では所詮三流、小物でしかない。
お前は大物になるぜ。俺様が保証する。
I don't know if that's
こう
true.
言っておかないと勘違いするバカがいるんだ。こんな自分でも努力すれば何かになれるってね。
もっと自信を持て茂雄。主役はお前だぜ。
なんだよお前、その顔は。
あのさ、なんで小物とか凡人とかいちいち他人を下げないといけないのかな。いや、彼は意外といいやつだったのかもしれないと気づいただけ。あんたと比べてみて。
なんだと。お前、いつまでも余裕面でいられると思うんだ。
At some point, he needs to just defend himself. He doesn't have to attack, but
Yeah.
出力最大、ノーブレーキで行くよ。
危ないよ。僕じゃなかったら怪我しちゃう。やめない。
お前だったら怪我しないっていうのか。僕の力を甘く見てんじゃねえ。
He's like throwing a tantrum. He's like a little kid. Whoa. He's not even defending himself.
he's doing nothing.
How is his body able to withstand this?
I'm wondering if it's enforced with his psychic energy.
Oh. Oh my gosh, this guy is like evil.
僕に指図するな。話にするぞお前。もちろん殺す気なんてないが、これで反撃する気になるだろう。
いい加減に事故が起きるってば。
お前、わざとやっただろ、これ。
大事故が起きた。
Top of Teru's head is 0%. Yeah, he's like, I'm in distress and I'm going to defend myself, but I also have such fine control that I will scalp you with this.
Kind of the ultimate payback for Teru. He's like, you're throwing everything you have at me. I'm still standing, and I'm gonna embarrass you at the same time because it's not even worth my effort. I get the feeling that he's way stronger than Teru.
I'm getting that impression as well. But also, like, he has the body of a 12-year-old boy. Like, how can his body withstand that kind of, like, beating?
I mean, it's a good question. I would guess that the rules of reality are a little lax in this show.
Because, like, he has powers. Like, he's was barely even defending himself with his powers. Like, originally he put up the shield, but then he just let him do whatever he wanted with him. I'm just wondering how his body is so strong without using any defenses. Because a normal 12-year-old would have been just, like,
I think
bone fragments.
think about it as him having probably like a kinetic force field around him that is absorbing impact and doing, like, as long as he has energy and shield and power, like, he'll be fine. He's innately kind of probably protected.
But it's also kind of embarrassing for Teru because it's like, you're acting like a snotty little kid who's having a meltdown.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's always been at the top of the food chain. He's always been able to just do and get whatever he wants. This is probably the first time in his life where he feels outmatched and outclassed and insecure.
But, like, Mom didn't even do anything. He literally stood there, and then this guy's insecurity just took over. Like, Mom literally did nothing.
Doesn't matter. He's no longer the top dog, and that doesn't sit well with him.
Get away from me.
I appreciate Mom's quiet confidence. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think the scalping is probably the wrong word, but
I mean, he
the
didn't fully
hair-
scalp him, but he gave him a buzz cut.
Yeah, I think the buzz cut is the ultimate disrespect, and I quite frankly love it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
お前はもう許さねえ。謝っても許さねえからな。
Oh wow.
お前、今より一層落ち武者っぽくなったと思っただろう。
え、言ってない。
思ったんだな。
What's an Ochimusha?
I don't know.
認めよう、この集体、この事実。そして認めるよ、お前のことも。名前はなんて言うんだい。
影山茂雄。
影山。僕は花沢だ。花沢照樹。
花沢くん、どうもよろしく。
違うよ。友ではない。敵として認めるんだ。そうすることでより本気になれる。
もうやめようよ。
終わらせたければ打ち負かしてみろ。
Oh my god, this is like embarrassing.
相手は僕なんだ。僕は人気者で世界の主役。
This guy.
全ては僕を中心に回ってるんだ。花沢照樹は選ばれた存在なんだ。
I'm getting terrible Death Note PTSD.
なんでそこまで自分に自信が持てるの？
愚問だね。僕には超能力があるからだ。
So do I.
全てを支配する力だ。そしてお前は僕にとっての初めての敵。さあ攻撃してこい。力比べだ。
嫌だよ。
どうしてだ。僕がいいと言ってるんだ。
Dude, stop.
大怪我をさせたくない。
は面白い冗談だ。僕を凡人どもと一緒にするなよ。
He's like, no, trust me.
奴らでは生物としてのレベルが違う。
超能力が使えるくらいでそこまで。
なんだと。
あ、いや、少し大げさかなって。
お前だけでそんな反論ができるのはだから邪魔なんだ。お前みたいなのは。
あれ、わかった。なんでそんなに僕に敵
Because you lack any character.
これは同族嫌悪だ。
You're not special anymore, Teru.
超能力を持ってるところじゃなくて、自分に全然自信がないところ。自分から超能力を取ったら何も残らない。空っぽなんだ。それに気づくのが怖いんだ。友達も少ない。目立たなくて何の記録も残せない脇役の凡人。それが僕。
I think that's gonna make him more mad.
僕の正体も僕と同じなんだ。超能力がないと何もできないってことを認めたくないんだと思う。
寝言を言うな。僕とお前じゃ何もかも違うだろ。
同じだよ。僕から見れば凡人だもの。超能力がこもってない。
He's just a pure psycho.
僕は何をしている。なぜこうなった。くそ、お前だ。お前のせいだ。
No, it's not. It's your fault.
常にパーフェクトだった。力さえ使えば何もかも思い通りになった。今のシュートすっげえ。すいませんでした。もう勘弁してください。そんな僕の世界を。
クッキー作ったんでよかったら。
お前がお前という存在が。
There's always a bigger dog in the playground.
使え。超能力を使え。ダメだ。
Watch out.
受けたらダメだ。来るか。なんだよそれ。どこまで僕を否定する気は。
He still needs some work in the body improvement club.
Did you say he started working out?
所詮その程度ということだ。人はそう簡単に変われないんだよ。もう諦めろ。超能力を使え。でないと僕はお前を返
調子こくなかす
リツ
てめえはと言ってる
兄さん
Oh.
痛いよ兄さん変わる使わない僕は変わるんだ
Oh dear. What did you think was gonna happen?
僕を置いてくな
影山茂雄と花沢照樹超能力者同士の対決はついに決着がつかなかった。互いの拠り所を拒絶し合った結果、そこに勝者はなく虚無感のみが両者の胸に深く刻まれる結果となった。かに思えた。
Oh dear.
なんだそれは
1,000%.
やる気になったのかそれでいい結局お前も信念を貫けないんだよし来た最大マンや
Yeah, and it blew your clothes right off.
てめえも人に向けて使ってんじゃねえか結局お前もこいつ意識がないのかじゃあなんだよこの力なんだ僕の力が影山に吸い
Oh
そ
damn.
れだけじゃない大気中のエネルギーもこんな膨大な器を持っていたのかテルはそこに触れてはいけない何かを感じていた異質正体不明嘘だろ僕は何を目覚めさせてしまったんだ僕って凡人だったんだ
He blew the whole school into the atmosphere. Goodbye, black vinegar. There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, this just became very interesting.
This is where the anime has taken a turn and you have grabbed me.
Okay, so part of me feels, is there some sort of Zenitsu situation going on here? Is he possessed by something incredibly strong that he's always battling to be in control of? Or is that just the sheer amount of power he has, and when he loses emotion, he just kind of sees red?
No, it's when it, but last time that happened is because his emotion came out. Remember?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like whenever he gets to the 100%, whether it's emotion or the situation or whatever, he acts without being consciously aware of what he's doing. And I don't
It's
know.
like he blacks out.
Yeah, like when I think of Zenitsu, I think of it was in him all the time, and then blacking out just gets his brain out of his own way so he can kind of use it. Or is there actually something, like, is he possessed by something and he's constantly fighting to keep it, like, under wraps? Is there some sort of spirit that is super strong?
Well, and it's also interesting that his whole, well, we're assuming his whole, like, ideology around not attacking people came from when him and his brother were attacked as little kids and he blacked out and, like, hurt people.
Yeah.
Like, they looked kind of dead to me.
That incident looked like it would be scarring.
So that, yeah, exactly. That was like a traumatic thing to come out of, and then it's just become his like mantra since then, like never against people.
Well, and I wonder if his parents brought him to
Reagan?
To Reagan, not realizing Reagan was quite frankly a fraud, but he did instill that value in him, which is important. And I'm impressed with how long he held on to that.
He really tried.
Yeah.
But sucked all of Teru's power. Like, the fact that he's able to absorb, like, that much.
Yeah.
What is his, like, potential infinite?
Next level. And I love his thing about, I don't want my powers to define me. I want to find, like, something else, whether that's working hard or working out. I want to change. I want to be better. I love that kind of mindset or mantra for him.
Oh my gosh, this just got a whole lot more interesting.
Definitely.
モブはすぐに悟った。自分は変わることができなかった。また超能力で事故を起こしてしまった。
He hadn't even hit 100 yet.
力ない。矛盾をはらむ無力感に飲まれる。どうしても自分に勝てないという悲しみ。
Oh.
それはモブの自らに対するささやかな抵抗であった。
Oh, he put it all back together. Teru broke most of it.
花沢君、服とかごめん。
待て影山、僕はもう
喧嘩はどうなったんだ。
Teru's gonna be super embarrassed.
いたぞ、あそこだ。
あ、なんだあれ。うわあ、えげつなく処刑されてるぞ。あんな頭にされてたまるか。
あいつ見たろ影山、君の言った通りだ。僕たちから超能力を取ったら何も。影山君、
みんな、
おい影山、怪我はないのか。
僕は大丈夫ですけど。
よし、ならいい。
Let's get back to working out.
スクワットだ。
See, and that's what Teru wants.
Yeah.
People who accept him just as a person.
3時間ほど探したが、結
No.
局エクボは見つからなかった。
I like Dimple. In a weird sort of way.
Yeah.
兄さん、
おかえり。風邪ひくよ。
ありがとう。今日は遅かったね。ご飯は？いいや、もう寝るよ。なんか元気ないね。どうかした？何かあったら相談に乗るからね。おやすみ。リツ。あの時はごめんね。あの時？兄さんが車に酔って僕のパーカーの中に入った時？いや、まあ、その時もごめん。超能力の事故の時、どうしても思い出せないんだ。あの時、僕はリツに何をしたんだろう。ああ、高校生に絡ま
I
れ
think he saved him, didn't he?
Yeah.
兄さんには何もされてないよ。不良が僕を突き飛ばして怪我をしただけさ。兄さんは僕を守ってくれたんだよ。いつまでも気にすることじゃない。おやすみ。
He protected his brother, he protected himself.
He's gonna morph this into, it's okay to use your powers to do good.
雷雨激しい上西の空にて怪奇現象が起きたとの目撃情報が相次いでおります。上昇
Season City.
Ochimusha was flying.
まだ被害者の特定及び
あの時。リツ。
てめえはどいてる。一部では人為的に起こされた超出
あれは兄さんじゃなかった。食欲がない。
風邪をひいた。
What did his brother mean by he didn't do that? Was he in disbelief that he could cause that much destruction?
Or maybe he knows, he saw that his brother wasn't in his right mind when he did that last time, so it's not like truly him.
Oh, so he's kind of justifying.
I don't know. I'm
interesting.
guessing.
I mean, I really enjoyed watching that episode. I thought the showdown with Teru was interesting. I thought their different takes on the power and how they had the conversation and the end result. It's interesting that we learned he used his powers to rebuild things. I'm curious to see how his morality changes, if it does, with his use of powers and doing good versus evil and what's acceptable, because all of that's going to be in line with kind of his moral compass.
I like that the storyline continued, because in the first few episodes it was like a lot of random stuff was happening to get to the point.
Yeah.
And I like that it just like continued on that plot line to get a bit of his history, to see like how he developed his thought process around powers. And then originally I thought that he became like the shadow figure when he reached 100, but it is tied to emotions. The 100 is attached to emotions, and the shadow figure comes about in times of maybe intense stress.
Yeah. Or need.
Yeah. It's just like, it's very interesting to like learn and kind of get these pieces a little bit.
I also appreciated a little more of the humor in this episode. Like when Teru made that comment and his percentage didn't change.
Yeah.
Like that was funny. Or he gave him the hair. So some of the like humor around that was good to see and was funny and enjoyable in this episode.
If it continues like this, I am in. Like, this anime took a sharp turn this episode. I was like very unsure, but this one was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
If it continues on this path of like character development, plot line, things like that, like I can definitely get on board.
This was my favorite one so far.
Yeah.
There may be something there that wasn't there before.
Let us know your thoughts. We have been told by numerous people that it takes a little bit to get into it. Was this the turning point for you as well, or were you bought in like yesterday? So hit us up, let us know what you're thinking, and as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Mob Psycho 100 coming next week. Thanks, guys.